Hello, hello, hello. It says I am live. So I hope I really am. You guys, I often have my challenges with Streamlabs, and even though my friends have graciously agreed to come and talk to me today, Streamlabs tried to act up. So I am on my phone and I hope all will go well. And I thank you guys for coming in because it's time for another Look Who's Cruising Now. And I want to give like a great introduction to my friends that are coming back up because I think they are now. Um, oh, it's not showing? Okay, thank you. Because they have graciously agreed to come back and hang out and chit chat some more. And I don't want it to be a mystery like I normally do because, quite frankly, I'm afraid Streamlabs is gonna like drop them or something. So without further ado, I am happy, happy, happy to talk to my friends at the Traveling Types again. Tracy and James are here.
Hello.
You guys are the best. I appreciate it so much. I don't know why. Why would that be, James? Every time you guys want to come by and say hi.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? But that's all right. We're not gonna let it stop our fun. So how have you been?
Doing well, no complaints. How about yourself?
The same, the same. I cannot believe it's the end of, well, summer's over, right? Fall, yeah, unfortunately, summer is gone and fall is here, and we're gonna roll with it, right? Because that's the way it goes. Time, my grandparents used to always say, time marches on. So
Sure does.
time marches on, and here we go on into the fall. I know we talked, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I don't remember exactly what was happening with you guys. Was that before or after your international journey?
I think it was after,
I think it
but
was.
you were like, you all have to come back to tell us about Utopia.
Yes.
So
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, before we get into that, just in case we have anybody who is joining us new today and have not already met you guys, introduce yourselves and tell them about your channel.
We are the Traveling Type. I am Tracy.
I'm James.
Sorry. And our channel is about traveling. Most of our travels have been on cruises. We are trying to step outside of that box a little bit to do more land-based vacations. However, our friends keep pulling us back. So
yes,
keep hopping on cruises. Travel.
You love to travel. You love to travel. And I know, I feel like I kind of saw you recently because you guys you went to New York City, right? To meet up with Meet and I and that whole gang
Yes.
for the meetup.
House
A couple,
back. Yes.
yeah. And then they aired that video last night. So if you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch Meet and I's video of their meetup in New York City. So, but how was that to get together?
It was a great experience meeting everybody, you know, seeing them on YouTube videos or whatnot, and then meeting them in person. Everybody seems the same as they are on video.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's one thing I will admit with YouTube. I feel like we are a family. You know, you see people in their videos, you kind of get to know them in their videos, but then when you meet them in person, you're like, I know this person. You really don't, but because you feel like you know them. So it's like a little family, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, you do feel like you get to know everybody from watching their videos, and it's comforting that they are the same. At least for me, that's been my experience too so far. That everybody has been just as they are on video, and you do feel like you know them.
Yep.
Very approachable, down to earth. You know, what you see is what you get.
Yep.
Yes, yes, great. I'm glad that was a good time. I see people have come in, so let me make sure we say hello. I see LF McKinley is here. Hey, Legacia, thanks so much for coming in. Pancake into that. Hello, I think this is new time, first time you being here. Thank you so much. And telling everybody hit the like button. I appreciate that. Hey, Raquel, how are you? Thank you
Hey,
so much.
Raquel.
She's saying hi, hi, hi. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And had you been to the city before, or one of you is from there originally?
Yes. So originally I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. So,
Okay.
you know, been there, done that. But this meetup, we just really wanted to go there and meet everybody.
And
Right.
I went to New York for the shows, so we
Yeah.
frequent New York a lot, so it was perfect.
Oh, good, good. So you knew your way around, and you were like, just tell us where, we'll be
Right.
there.
Basically, and we got a cousin.
Yeah, I know she was there too.
Yeah.
Yep. TB's Life was there.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people. Well, House of X, well, they lived there.
Correct.
Who all was there? Me and
My cruising family.
my cruising family, all about the Jacksons.
Yes.
Um,
And what about Joe and his wife?
The
oh, Keeping Up with the Griffins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? And it looked like some other folks just came in and met up.
Yes, because some of them were actually gamers, so their channel is about gaming. So
okay.
yeah, so it was a good crowd, and everybody had differences in their channels, not all just channels about traveling.
Right. Yes. It's really cool and amazing how many niches there are, as they say, how many different things people are doing on YouTube, and so unique. And yeah, we're creative around here.
Exactly.
Who knew?
And you'd be surprised how much you have in common with people because of this.
Yep.
Yes. Agreed. You're like, oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Yep. So you're from, I don't know when you moved away from New York. I know you guys all spent time down at the memorial, the 9/11 memorial. Were you in the city at that time, or around New York at that time?
No, I wasn't. No, I had moved away by then.
Okay. And were you guys, I'm Generation X, and I think you guys are too. So I don't know, when you guys got together, met, all that. Did you travel before 9/11, or you always been on the go?
So
go ahead. I know.
So we got together. What was that? 2000.
The November following November 11th.
Yes. Correct.
But no, we were not traveling simply because our kids were younger at that time. So we weren't traveling. We didn't really start traveling until maybe 2008, 2009, when they were older. Yeah. And now that they're grown and on their own, we're really getting it in.
Funny, I just had that conversation with my daughter earlier. She's like, when are you going to stop cruising? I'm like, I'm in my cruising era. I can't answer that.
Exactly.
Our kids say they have to get on our calendar to meet up with us.
It's like, okay, let me pencil you in.
Right. And I had to remind them that, we gave up our life to try and be good parents to them. Between sports and school, we were always on the go. We couldn't
absolutely
do now, but you all are grown now. It's time for us to live.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's time for us to see some of those things, explore some of those places that we always dreamed of, because we did have a couple of ideas before they came along, right?
Exactly.
Well, I was asking about if you guys traveled before 9/11, just because I feel like our generation has seen a lot period, but a lot affecting travel. So 9/11, everything changed after that. And then the pandemic, things changed again after that because of that. So I just was curious as to what you if you think that's true, and what have you actually seen as a difference?
Oh yes, definitely. I was former military, so I used to travel a lot then, and I used to tell Tracy before 9/11, somebody could walk you all the way to the terminal, to the gate, with no issues, whatever. But 9/11, that all changed.
It all changed.
Right. And
Yes.
I also know I used to pour clear liquor in my little bottle and take it with me. Have my little sip while I was on the plane. Can't do that no more. Just things like that.
But yeah, we have friends who apparently know some new ways around that.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was different.
Yeah.
Hey, Meet and I see Meet and I came into
Hey,
the chat too. Thanks so much
family.
for coming in. Your ears must have been burning. We were just talking about you. Yeah, I mean, things definitely changed. Now, you guys, you weren't together, yet. But did you always kind of have a wandering spirit? Did you always like want to go and see new things and check things out?
Yes, for sure.
I feel like the Sunday drive was a big thing in my family. Even, we used to, speaking of what you used to be able to do before 9/11, you used to be able to just like go to the airport and watch the planes come in. You know what I mean? That was an outing, and you could go to the gate and watch people get off. It was a whole thing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
For me, from a child, I have always been a water person. So our first cruise was just all I needed to become hooked on cruising. So that was always my thing. It's just being at the beach or at the pool. That was my happy place.
Yeah. Nice. Your favorite couple is here too. Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? Thanks for coming in. Tristan Natural. Hi. Hello, Life with V. How are you, Veronica?
Hey, V.
And the Z Show is here. Thanks, Z. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, you just, I guess you do learn it young, which is why I always get excited when I see families traveling, because let them become little explorers if you can. Now I know we can't do it all on the same scale, or but still.
Yeah, and we enjoy traveling with our kids. I still enjoy it now.
Yeah.
And now we have a granddaughter, and we have introduced her to cruising, and she's hooked already. She's done Disney, and she was on Utopia with us as well. I wasn't sure how she was going to do with Utopia in comparison to Disney, right? But when we got to the port and we were on the ship, she saw a Disney ship in the port. She's like, "Oh, look at that little Disney ship." I was a girl. So already she was spoiled by everything that Royal had to offer.
That little Disney
right.
with the big price tag.
Okay.
Exactly.
I love Disney and the Disney Cruise Line, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Not at all.
Well, since you mentioned Utopia, you guys, I feel like you was that the inaugural that you were on Utopia?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Well,
yes and no. Okay.
Yeah.
So originally it was going to be the inaugural, but then Royal received the ship early. So 3-day sailing before ours. So technically it was not.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you booked it as. So I'm going to call it the inaugural. Hey, Bill, Armstrong Adventures is here. Thanks for coming. So how was it then? Since it wasn't technically the first sailing, I guess, since they made that switcheroo, how was it? Was it, you've been on other inaugurals, right?
Yeah. So, so we were on the inaugural for Icon. And I will say that I felt almost like a little brat, because when I got on Utopia, as soon as we started walking around, I was like looking around. I was like, this is it? It just was like, compared to Icon, it was like, come on, there's got to be more to, So I was just spoiled. Icon really spoiled me. So
more ship or more fanfare?
Just more ship, more I don't know. Just to me, glitz and glam, that's icon.
So I think they should have brought out Utopia first.
Yeah.
Because then we would have still been wowed by it.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
But because we had been on Icon, it was kind of like a downgrade to go back to Utopia. However,
Interesting.
Utopia is a beautiful ship. Don't get me wrong.
yes,
But
Right.
but
Size wise.
yes, but I feel like if you've done Wander of the Seas, you've done Utopia.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's the same class. Is that considered?
Yes.
Is that still considered an Oasis class?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. So it had a few new things or new restaurants, right? But not as big as Icon.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I will say about Utopia that I really liked is the Italian restaurant. What's it called? There's an Italian restaurant on there. I can't think of the name right now. But they changed the location. So now you can actually look over or look out the aft of the ship from the restaurant. And I really liked the change that they made with that. Because on Icon, it was in a awkward space. So
Okay.
people were kind of walking through. It was like a hallway in the
Oh.
yeah, it was strange. So people were walking by as you're having dinner at the restaurant. And I'm sitting here like, I didn't pay for people to be walking past as I'm trying
Right.
to. But Utopia is nice. It has a lot for families to do. I didn't have any complaints. It was just the wonder all over again to me.
But Utopia does have the railway
Yes.
dinner. And that was
Okay.
that was truly amazing.
It was
It's a nice experience.
okay. Tell me about the railway, because I see Bill in the chat, Warstrong, and I know he did it with his son, I believe, as well. So I'm not sure I really understand what the railway is. Tell us what that is.
So I think it's considered a specialty restaurant because you do have to pay for it, and the prices do vary based on when you're sailing. It's a dinner and a show, basically, and it's limited as to how many people can participate at night. When we were on board, they only had one car, but I think the plan is to have two. So you get on, it's like you're boarding a train, and they put on a show for you and you eat dinner, and it's very realistic. Like, we forgot that we were on a ship. We actually felt like we were on a moving train. Like,
Wow.
when we go to New York, a lot of times we'll take Amtrak, and I felt we were on an Amtrak train, like the vibration of it and everything. It's a nice experience. If you like dinner shows, I think it's worth it.
Okay. That's amazing. Like, being on the cruise ship is not enough. It's like totally immersive that you felt like you were on the train, just on a train, period, not on a train, on a ship.
During that time frame, I think it's an hour and a half. You totally forget that you're on a ship.
Yes.
Wow.
They do a good job with it.
And did you enjoy the meal?
Yes. All except for the dessert. The desserts were but the food itself was good. You do get an alcoholic beverage with your meal. You can order extras as well, but yeah, it was nice. It is very kid friendly as well.
Cool. What did you order? What drink did you order?
I always go with gin and pineapple juice. That's my go-to.
And I don't think I had one, because when you first enter, there's like this waiting area while you're waiting for everyone to come.
You're at the railway station.
Yeah. Waiting for the train. Very true. Mm-hmm. And they give you moonshine. It's like an apple, right? It's an apple flavored moonshine that was very good. So I didn't need a second drink.
Wait, I missed a lot. When did moonshine become the
because
the drink that we?
Because it's supposed to be the Old West.
Yeah.
Got it.
Old Western drink.
So everybody is greeted with their own moonshine, and they have a kid-friendly version as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're getting into a going back in time a little bit too. not
Yes.
just on a
Correct. It's
trip.
the old Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Ah. Hey, Carnival Cruise addicts, how are you guys? Thanks for coming. Hey, Bud Files, thank you for coming as well. Appreciate it. And I see people sharing out this live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Think everybody in here may already be familiar, be friends and family with the Traveling Type. But if you're not, please go over and subscribe to their channel too. Although I know you're well over the 1,000, right? We're
Yes.
yes, we're like
And
yes.
congratulations to you also.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, it's been an interesting ride. And I definitely remember like coming across your channel and like when I then saw you on the inaugural for what's the NCL ship. I think that was the inaugural. No, the Vloggers Extravaganza.
Yes, yes.
I know them. I was totally like fangirling over here because you're one of the very first travel channels that I subscribe to. So I'm excited to be growing right along with you.
Yes.
Etta is here too. Hi, Etta. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I don't want to miss anybody. Keeping up with the Griffins. Did I say hello already? I hope so. Thank you for coming in. We were talking about you too because you were in New York City. Hey, Scott. Controversial Cruising is here, even though he's on a cruise ship. You guys, he's on a cruise ship in Hawaii for
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
That's a nice sailing.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you guys done that?
Yes, we have.
But if you don't like sea days, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
A lot of sea days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done one that long or with that many sea days yet. I think I would like it fine, but I don't know. Did you get antsy? Were you ready to get on some land?
No, we enjoyed it. We did it with Carnival out of Long Beach, and we still enjoyed it. We were even, and it was a 15-day
Yes, it was
total,
15 days.
but we're not ready to get off the ship.
Right. Okay. Well, good. And I think you just did another. I don't want to change subjects from the Utopia, but I know you did another like long cruise, right? Another 14 days, 15 days.
Yes, we did.
Yes, in April we did.
Yeah.
So you really enjoy the long sailings too.
Yeah.
You like cruising, period.
Well, yes, but I feel like when you do the longer ones, now the vibe is totally different because it's an older crowd. But I feel like to get the better ports, you have to do the longer sailings.
Got it. Yeah, I can see that. They go more places, stay longer, and it's not just so, not rush, but you're moving on quickly to the next spot.
Correct.
Got it. Hey, Maggie, thanks for coming in. Wait, somebody's saying, oh my, OMG, 10 sea days out of 15. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yep.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
But it's still cheaper than flying straight to Hawaii and
That
staying
is
in
true.
Hawaii.
Yes. You might be, well, no, I was gonna say the flights are expensive, but even if you got a deal on the flights, the hotels are very expensive.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Plus
it's a
meals
good deal.
and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So is that part? I think we probably talked about this before, but is that part of the why you enjoy cruising and all inclusives because of the value?
Well, not only the value, we get a little taste of a certain location, and then we can decide whether or not, you know what, we like this place. We're gonna go stay there for a weekend or a week, and go from there.
But I
Go
do
ahead.
feel like you get more bang for your buck if you do a cruise or an all-inclusive, for sure, especially if you're traveling with a family.
Yeah. I have not done an all-inclusive. I've just done cruises or, travel straight to someplace, but I like my cruises, so.
So do we.
Yes.
Hey Edna, thanks for coming. How are you? How are you? 10 sea days is crazy. Sounds fun though. Me not saying. I would love longer cruises, Edna says. I thought 5 days was enough out of New York City, Maggie is saying. Yeah, that is a lot, Maggie. It's a lot. Okay, so back to Utopia.
Hmm.
So you would do it again, or you wouldn't, or just
Oh,
because you've seen that
yes.
class?
We would definitely.
Okay.
It's a nice ship.
Yeah.
I would do it again. There is a lot to offer, and it's just a nice ship. So yeah, we would do it again. The only thing I don't like are the short itineraries. So
Okay.
even though we did the 4-day followed by the 3-day.
Okay.
And it's only going to Nassau and Coco Cay.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the only real negative that I have. Like, how many times can you do Nassau and Coco Cay? They're both nice,
Right.
but after a while, you're over it.
Now, people have been saying that it's kind of like, their answer to Carnival's weekend trips and having more of a party vibe. Did you find that?
Party vibe? No.
No. Okay.
I
feel like no.
Right. I mean, if you want to party, there are parties there,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
But unfortunately, I don't think Royal's clientele is going to be able to have that party vibe that Carnival has. That's just my opinion. I just don't think so. They're trying, but
yes.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
And so we thought on the second leg, the 3-day, that there may be a little more party vibe, but we know
Mm-hmm.
a lot more kids
On the 3-day.
Yeah, there was a lot more little people on that cruise.
Yeah, so I could see they're trying it and they're giving it a good try, because if you've never cruised, then the shorter ones would be perfect. And you get an amazing ship on these shorter itineraries. But back to the party vibe thing, I don't think so. To me, they still offer the same amount of party options that they did on the other ships. So if you want to party, yes, there are parties available, but it's nothing different than the previous ships, in my opinion.
Right.
And I feel like it's the same on all cruises. You can party or not party as much as you want, but a party vibe, no.
Yeah. You're like, I cannot go that far. I just thought it was an interesting thing that, I don't know if that's really how they're marketing, but that's how people are interpreting it to be more, fun for the weekend kind of party vibe, to, turn up a little more. And I'm like, I love Royal and I love the ships, but I just did not see how that was going to be. How it was going to suddenly turn party mode. So
no. Now I will say it might be different during college spring break.
True.
Right? Because I feel like this might be more affordable for college students. Mm-hmm. So they may get on there and the vibe might change for that time frame.
Well, we'll have to see come March, April, how it's looking.
But as of right now, I think it's totally family friendly, like the rest of the ships.
Now, I think you guys went live, didn't you? Did you go live from the sail away for the Utopia? Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. And how many times are you going to continue going live? I mean, I feel like last time you were like, I don't know about that.
Somebody wants to.
Yeah. We've been discussing it to break out and start doing that a little more often.
Well, yeah, you definitely have folks who are going to jump on and be happy to see you. So that's already a plus.
Right.
Already a plus. What did you, Edda's got a hashtag, but a party vibe? Nah. Thanks, Edda. She's like, no, 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 we're not go that far. What cruise or what is your next trip?
So we're just doing a belated birthday trip for us. We're going to Aruba. We're flying
Okay.
destination, fly to Aruba over the Veterans Day weekend.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So so that's November, right?
Yeah.
When is so that will that close out the 2024 traveling for you, or is there
Yes.
something? Yeah, you're like, yes.
2024 has been a lot of trips. I mean, I think we've done 8-9 weeks of vacation.
Woo. Nice.
Work to keep paying for these trips.
Yes.
Nice. That is impressive. You get. I was saying on one of the lives, I think I was telling Edna that, about a t-shirt. We need so many cruises, so little PTO. You guys need something along that lines, but
Yeah.
8 to 9 weeks.
Yeah.
That's goals, as the kids say. It's goals. Well, I know I mentioned the Dubai trip earlier because that must have been a big one, right? That was this year, right?
That was our biggest trip, where we went to Dubai and then we flew to the Maldives while we were over on that side of the world. So,
And
how long was that flight? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tracy.
It was long. Was it 16 hours?
something like that. 14,
Yeah.
around 14 hours, something like that.
My longest flight
Yeah.
ever.
And it was direct.
Yeah.
So
Thank goodness.
yeah, we had a direct flight from Washington, D.C. to Dubai.
Wow. Yeah, 14 hours is long, but it was a good trip, right?
Yes, correct. It was
you
one.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Sorry, go ahead.
we experienced so many different things, and it was just nice. The folks over there were very nice. I would definitely do it again.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it a one and done, or would you go again?
So we were talking possibly 1 year going over there for New Year's to bring in the New Year.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely fascinated by it. That's not someplace that was on my radar to travel to, but I'm curious of what did you love the best, or what was the draw that took you there initially?
So initially for me, it's the buildings. Like, I love the way their buildings are, and it's just different. And I thought it would be like, I enjoy New York. I like the city life. So everything that I've seen about Dubai is basically like New York on steroids to me.
Right.
So I wanted to go for that reason. And I just wanted to experience it.
Yes, the architecture, the technology, it's just amazing.
Everything looks, so brand new and very high end. So
Correct.
I could definitely see, like, wow, this is amazing. Did you feel like it was is it too expensive for families? Because I've also heard people talking about all-inclusive resorts that they have there, and they took their family. So is it?
So we actually stayed at an all-inclusive. We stayed at the Riu. And it all depends on what you want to do. I mean, did a lot of excursions. So we were on the go 6 days that we were there. We were on the go every day, every hour we were doing something. And by the time we were done, that's why we flew to the Maldives. That was our relaxation time.
And you can get some good rates on the excursions that you want to do. But the girl that we traveled with, she travels more than us. And we actually had a spreadsheet of our itinerary. And the last day of the trip, or the last day we were in Dubai, I looked at him and I said, you realize we never even turned this TV on.
Wow.
Because we were on the go so much. But as far as the all-inclusive part, I thought it was affordable. And I would say, though, if you're going to go, I would book the trip through Emirates Vacations. We booked hotel and the flights through them, and it was so affordable.
You can make you can make a small down payment and then make payments on it.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
you know,
Similar to cruises in that way.
yes,
Yes.
putting your vacation on layaway.
Exactly.
What happened to layaway? Anyway, that's what I want to know. What was wrong with that?
I think the kids enjoy it as well, because the resort that we stayed at, there were a lot of families. They had family-friendly pools and they had adult-only pools as well. They had a little splash pad area for the kids, and it was beachfront. So a lot of the kids were at the beach. Now, don't go over there expecting the beaches to be like the Caribbean, because the sand wasn't even like the sand that you get in the Caribbean. But I think you can make it affordable for sure.
Interesting. That's really interesting. I'm glad you got to go, and I always enjoy seeing the excursions that you guys do, because I feel like those are things that I would be interested in too. And I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I gotta remember if I ever get to do that. One of the things that you did do, and I don't know if this was an excursion or if you just went there. It was a mosque,
Yes.
a beautiful mosque. It was all white and
Mhm.
I think gold. It was beautiful.
Yeah. That was in Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
which was about 45 minutes away from Dubai, and that's like you said, the mosque.
Now, I will say, there you have to respect the culture more so than in Dubai, right? Because Dubai, like I said, was like New York. You saw cheeks, you saw cleavage, you saw it all, right? As if we were here. But in Abu Dhabi, when we went to the mosque, my abaya only came like 3/4.
Okay.
Had to be all the way down to my wrist. So for ladies, you have to be covered from your wrist to your ankles.
Wow.
So I wasn't really prepared for that. So I just had to buy like some gloves to make sure my wrists were covered, but they were serious about it. And another thing that they're serious about is recording. Like we got one of the malls. I don't know. I feel like security saw us on a camera and beelined it to us.
Wow.
Within 5 minutes of pulling out the camera, he was on us and he told us you can't do that. So they are very strict about recording in public.
Wow.
Yeah.
that was a lot right there. Like, oh yeah, especially now with us doing YouTube. I mean, you probably would have wanted to record anyway. You guys seem like you would have taken a lot of pictures or had a camcorder or something like that before YouTube days. But yeah, I wonder. I mean, I know they're more restrictive and there are more rules. So I'm just curious as to how or why they reacted so fast.
I don't know, but they were on it.
They were on it. I see so many people coming in, and I don't want to not say hello. I appreciate it so much. Cruising on the high seas, thank you so much for coming in. Hello. Bud Files, I'm not sure if I said hi earlier, but thank you for coming. Hi, Bud Files. Everybody is just kind of commenting, saying hi to each other. Thank you very much, you guys. Okay, maybe I didn't miss anybody. Hope not. They're just all chatty. They're just all saying hi to each other, which is great. We love it. One of the things that I was going to ask you about for sure on that tour of the mosque, and I don't know if this was part of it being more restrictive or there being more rules. It looked like you guys had to separate. Did men and women have to go in separately or apart? It looked like you were, I don't know. At one point I saw James kind of turning around like, where you at?
It just was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, so you could get easily separated walking around.
Right.
And that happened a few times.
But
Yeah,
didn't have separated men from women. We were all together.
And it was an actual tour. I mean, obviously you wouldn't interrupt prayer time or anything, but
Correct. It was an actual tour, and there was a prayer room that you could go into. But if you went into the prayer room, you also had to take your shoes off and things like that. So just something else to be aware of.
yeah. Etta saying, now this story from the movie Sex and the City says because of the movie name, they could not film in Dubai, so they had to film in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, interesting.
That's scary, Mina, I said. I'm sure talking about the filming. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, but it was overall, it was an experience, and you guys had a good time. You didn't have any issues.
Nope.
With
Not
the
at all.
rules. Just follow the rules.
Correct.
That's
Just follow
it.
the rules. Yes.
Yep.
Did you know ahead of time? Was there like a printout or something from the travel company saying, be mindful of this or that? Or did you have to do your own research?
We had done our own research to know, and right before we were going, some things were happening over there. Like one lady got arrested for fussing at the rental car folks.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Arrested because he touched the TSA officer. So because of that, we were like, wait a minute, what do we need to know going in? So we had done our own research. Now, I will say, we were dressed more modest because
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We got over there. We were like, we could have dressed the same way we do at home,
Mhm.
but we wanted to respect the culture.
Sure. Oh, no, Anwar is saying, no, it's scary that you can get separated because it's crowded. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That is
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. So, all right. Well, we covered all. I think. Was there another big trip like that this year? You had a
No.
bunch.
Yeah.
No, that was the biggest.
Yeah.
That was the biggest. Okay, that was the biggest. So, what's on tap for 2025?
Oh, we have a lot lined up for 2025.
February will be on the cruise with Parker's on the Go, Team Reese Travels, and your favorite couple.
Okay, nice. So that's celebrity, right?
Yep.
Nice.
And then in March, we have Virgin for the first time with Melanin at Sea.
Okay.
And then in May, we're on Norwegian Breakaway. It's a 10-day, it's France and Greece. And then we have Star in August. And then we have 14 days on Carnival Pride in November.
Of 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a mic drop,
Just
y'all.
a few things.
Yeah. So we usually plan our trips a year out. So we're starting to look for 2026. So any group cruises that are looking to start up for 2026,
Let us know.
let us know.
Wow. I feel like
one more thing that just popped up today. We might be in Atlanta for January, but
oh yeah, that's like that's gaining popularity, isn't it? I'm telling you, if they build it, we will come.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like I need Anwar to be on here saying, drop us something in the chat if I was so busy listening to all those cruises, I didn't count. How many is that for 26, 25?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5. Yeah.
One is a 15-day.
Okay. All right. That was more than a respectable number, I'd say. That is very impressive. Etta is saying it's good to always have a guide. My sister and husband had a guide that took tons of pictures of them. Nice. That's a lineup. That's exactly right. Or Anwar, that's exactly what I was like. That's amazing. Got the eyeballs looking. I love that yearly itinerary. Yes. Well, I don't know if you had something going at the end of July, early August next year, but that's when the Meet and I group cruise number 3 is. So
we're aware of that.
I
was gonna say,
we've been contemplating
trying to see what we
if you could squeeze it in.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of
There's a
fun.
few that we've seen group cruises that we keep talking about. Oh, can we squeeze this in? Can we get this in?
And then I have to remind him, sir, we have to work.
Yeah, work.
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, if you can work it out, I don't. You guys saw or been seeing the vlogs from the Meet and I cruise when we were on the Firenze this year, and I was so excited to see your favorite couple, because the year before we got off the ship at the same time, and we were so excited, and we were talking about if we were going to do it again, and they told me, "Oh no, I don't think." Well, that I didn't know that they had the history of popping up. So I didn't really take that to
find them.
Yeah, so I did not take that to heart. I was always thinking that there was gonna be a last minute, they're gonna come. So I think I was kind of like had my eyes peeled for them, but I literally just happened to be at the right place at the right time and saw them and was like,
a nice surprise.
It was a nice surprise. So, you might want to keep your options open. You might want to be popping up on us. That would be fun.
Yes,
that would be fun. Well,
we definitely love the group cruises.
Yes,
we did. We were on V's group cruise earlier this year. What was that? July. Had a great time.
Cool.
Shout out to V. Thank you for hosting us.
Yes, Veronica is so amazing. When you said first of February, I thought you were going to mention that Super Bowl cruise that she got going.
Yes.
Yeah.
If not, we would have been there for sure.
That's all right. Like I said, so many cruises. And what are you enjoying the most about doing the group cruises?
Just meeting so many different people.
Yes. And not only the content creators, like V had some family on her group cruise and they were amazing. And now in watching the videos, I'm like, I miss Donna. Just things like that. So it's just amazing to be able to meet amazing people, whether you're a content creator or not. It's just nice. It's like traveling with family.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Before I did the Meet Night cruise last year, I had never done a group cruise before. And so I was kind of like, do I want to? Is that for me? I don't know. And now it's like, there's another group. There's another one. There's another one. It is so fun. And like you said, you meet so many people. Content creators are not just good people who want to get out here and see this world just like we do.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I felt like too, it also gives you more activities outside of what the ship is doing, right? Because after you've taken so many cruises, the activities become the same essentially. So just having activities outside of what the ship was offering made it different, and it was more fun as well.
Yeah. Those sea days become action-packed.
Yep.
With all the group activities.
Yes.
Yeah. That I don't know why, but that just reminded me about the Utopia, and when I was going to ask you guys about the food and the drinks. Somebody had, and I can't remember who went on like the shakedown cruises before that.
Mm-hmm.
They had this drink that had a piñata on top. Did you see that? No, you didn't.
I'm not familiar with
I'm
that.
like, I gotta find out what this is.
Oh.
Interesting. Well, when you find out, let us know.
I thought you guys were gonna know.
I didn't see that one.
Mm-mm.
And we
Or it could have been
the bar for a while.
Yes.
I could be confused. It could have been the icon. It could have been the icon, but either way, somebody had this thing with a piñata on it. I was like, what the heck is that?
If you find out before we do, please let us know.
Okay, I will let you know. If anybody in the chat knows, let us know. What the heck is the pinata drink? Hey, Crystal, thank you so much for coming in. How are you? How are you? So we talked about our kids and how they're like, they kind of look at us funny, like, how are you going on all these trips without me? Are they trying to, or anybody trying to, or they're just trying to send the grandkids now, trying to squeeze onto any of these group cruises with you?
Oh no, if they are able to get off from work, they'll be right there. I mean, thankfully, they still like to hang out with us. So
yes,
we do appreciate that too. And I still love traveling with them.
Yeah.
Even though they're grown, they're still our kids. So
of course.
Yeah.
Of course, you still want to build those memories and those bonds, keep them strong with them. I don't remember who was just talking about that. It felt like, the family that cruises together stays together kind of thing. Like,
I agree.
It's good family time for sure.
Yeah. And our kids often talk about, the trips we took when they were kids, the activities that we did. So it's important to make those memories. If you can afford to travel with your family, I say do it, because they're not going to be kids forever.
Time flies.
It does.
For sure. Time flies. I agree with that. Anything else you guys have going on or want to talk about on your channel? Or just talk about in general, but
no,
with the channel specifically?
Yeah, just continue watching the adventures that the Traveling Type take.
And thank you guys for all the support. I mean, you all have just welcomed us with open arms, whether it's in our videos, you all posting comments, or seeing us in person. Just thank you. We love you guys.
We love you guys too. That's the thing. That's the thing. We touched on it earlier. It's like, it's so great when you see these people and start, really feeling like you're getting to know them through the videos. And then when you actually meet them in person, it's just, it's a hug fest.
It's family. Yes, it's family.
Yes.
It's literally family.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. Well, you guys, this has been a lovely Look Who's Cruising Now. I don't know if anybody in the chat has any more questions before I let Tracy and James go. And I mean, I better say it now or ask it now. Will you come back again after some of these next adventures?
Of course. I mean, we both started where we were under 1,000 subscribers together. We're going to continue. We're going to grow this together.
Yep.
We're going to keep on trucking.
Exactly. You invite us, we'll come.
All right. Awesome. I appreciate that so much.
And who knows, one day we may host and go from there.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That would be all right. We want to see what, let me see. What should we put in the chat? Somebody say go live if you want to see Tracy and James go live on their channel. You can do it. You can do it.
Trust me, Veronica got in our butts on her cruise. She's like, y'all need to go live. We were like, yes, ma'am.
That doesn't sound like Veronica at all. What are you talking about? Gentle, tough love. She's like, no. But she's great. Yeah, she's another great supporter. And yes. I don't know if she's doing anything. She's got a lot going on with her son going off to college and everything. But last year she did a bunch of stuff for fall. So I guess we should stay tuned and see what Veronica's got planned for the fall, and hopefully you guys can jump in on that too and maybe go live.
All right, now here you go.
I started, and I understand the apprehension or just finding the time to do one more thing, but I do think that was one of the. I started going live before I had time to be nervous about it.
That makes sense.
And you guys know I have my challenges every now and then, but it does get easier. So go for it. You're already doing it.
Maybe one day we will. Baby
Okay.
steps, baby steps.
Pressure, no pressure. Y'all are dope in real life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, get the t-shirt. You're genuinely easy to like. No pressure, but I'm not a live person either. Etta saying, I know. I know, Etta, I know. I say the same thing to her, you guys. V is laughing. Again, I thank you guys so much for coming on, and I will see you hopefully sooner than later. Everybody, don't forget to hit the like
Thank you,
button.
everybody. Thank you.
Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too.
And I may be going live more this week
Right.
from the deck of
Uh-oh.
the MSC Magnifica.
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
So my first time on an MSC cruise ship, and I don't know if MH family is still here. Raquel took care of me. She found the deal, and I'm gonna let you know how it all goes. So anyway, if you guys see me popping up and you can join the live, come on in. I'll
Definitely, we will.
Thank you so much.
Safe travels. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.